What would have happened if he'd abandoned the ludicrous Rwanda plan the minute that the Supreme Court said that it was not compatible with UK law? Because that, for me, is the moment where he lost the plot. He may not have lost the room, or at least the room that he cared most about, but that is the moment when he lost the plot, because that is when he had to start talking gibberish about foreign courts and making it sound like Brexit Mark II, when in fact what he should have done as a Conservative Prime Minister is say, look, I was keen on this policy. I mean, that would be a lie because we know that he wasn't. But he could simply have said, I understand why some people were keen on this policy, but it is in defiance of UK law, and I will not be, no Conservative Prime Minister should ever treat the rule of law with contempt, which is a nice little dig at Boris Johnson. And in fact, he could say no Conservative Prime Minister should ever treat reality with contempt, which would be a nice little dig at Liz Truss. And yet it seems to me that the Rwanda plan is all he's got left now. He's trying to stop support haemorrhaging further to the right. But the problem with using immigration in that way is that the fella further to the right will always go further than you. So even if you did start deporting people on an epic scale, the fella further to the right than you would start calling for immigrants to be executed or you know, made to wear bibs as they walk up and down the road that identify them as people who weren't born here or who can't trace their families back to the Doomsday Book. The rhetoric of racism will always trump reality. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's a sense, and I don't know whether this will come out as sympathy for Rishi Sunak or really, really sharp criticism, really hard criticism. Is the thing that gets your goat most about him is what I'm looking for today. All right, 0345 6060973. Because I think I've just worked out what it is for me. Have you? Listening to this bilge, have you worked out what penny is actually in the process of dropping while I speak? I think, Nikos has. So, well, Nikos has sort of got there. I think so I'm trying to articulate a sense of almost discombobulation, more than discomfort, a sense that when I watch him, there's an inauthenticity that I haven't been able to quite pin down. What is it? What is wrong with him? Question. Answer. I don't believe him. And I don't mean I don't believe him when he claims that he's brought inflation down a couple of years after claiming that it had gone up because of world events and things beyond his control. It's not that I don't believe him when he says, I think I'm going to win. I don't mean traditional don't believe a politician territory. I think with Rwanda in particular and immigration in general, I don't think he means it.